Okay, we've got a question from Brother Abdullah. He says, how do we reconcile all the events that are happening around the world against Islam? Are we supposed to just make dua? Is there nothing else we can do? Should we protest? Should we not be proactive in helping our oppressed brothers and sisters?
The most important activity a Muslim should do to help this ummah to come out of this calamity and this stress is to begin by himself. Begin by yourself, begin by your wife, begin by your children, your family members, then expand further, widen the circle. If you can do that, the problem with the Muslim ummah or the Muslim nation nowadays is the nucleus, which is the family. We have to begin by that. I don't see that the non-Muslims are forcing my daughter to show her belly button. I don't see that the enemies are forcing my son to smoke. Yes, they are manipulating their mind, the mind of the youth. There is a pressure through the media, through the propaganda machine, through so many things in our environment. But my role I have to play, which is كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. I have to spend much more time with my family to educate them, to alert them, to bring the awareness of Allah and His presence in their mind. I have to make sure that I only deal with halal. I eat from halal. I feed my family from halal. I earn from halal. So that my earning, my spending, everything will be accepted. If every single Muslim does so and advises others with that, this ummah soon will prosper. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. All mankind are in loss, are losers, except those whom Allah exempted. Who are they? الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Those who believe in the oneness of Allah and in the last day. Those who do good righteous deeds. And amongst the best good righteous deeds which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized in this surah, تَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ. They enjoin one another to what's right. And they enjoin one another to patience. Then, it is very important to be aware of the needs of the Muslim ummah and to bring this awareness to your family members, especially their children. You see, the Muslim ummah went through calamities much severer than what we're going through right now. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepared one single person, such as Salah al-Ayyubi or Muhammad al-Fatih, and many examples like them. They are not the only examples, but there are many like them throughout the Islamic history. Why don't you always keep in mind that I would like my son to be another Salahuddin? Why don't you like to wish that your daughter would make a revolution amongst women and would spread the awareness of the importance of wearing hijab, of being modest, of eliminating these evil fashions from the society? Could one person do that? Yes, one person could do that. If I wasn't able to do it, if my parents did not really bring this awareness into my mind, it is my turn now to inspire my son. If we read about the biography of Salahuddin and how his parents raised him, we'll figure out that why don't we have another Salahuddin? Because we're not doing like what his parents used to do. We're not dealing with our children the same. Many of us, all what we think about, I just want my son to be an MD. And that's why when you ask the youth in the high school, just they're getting ready to go to college or school, what would you like to be in the future? One would say a dentist, one would say a lawyer, one would say a physician. What happened to other careers? What happened to a Quranic teacher? What happened to be an imam? It's not in the mind of the vast majority of the youth. Why? Their parents inspired them this way. I want you to study. I want you to study hard. I want you to be good in tennis. I want you to be good in piano. I want you to be good in science. But what about the Quran? Then we come back, recline and say, may Allah give victory to this ummah. Through whom? Remember, Allah the Almighty says in the Quran, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah is not going to change our condition unless if we're willing to change. And this will is not mere statement. It's not sufficient to say, I wish. You have to act upon it. You have to have a great will. And whosoever have a will has a way. Look at Imam al-Shafi'i's mother. May Allah have mercy on both of them. You know, we really should specify a whole series to talk about how al-Shafi'i's mother raised this orphan to be a leader for mankind, to be one of the greatest imams ever. Subhanallah, one word could change the course of the life of a person. From a successful businessman to both successful businessman and a religious leader. That was Al-Imam Abu Hanifa, may Allah have mercy on him. He was going to the market once. He was very good in trade, especially in silk. So once, one of the scholars by the name of Sha'bi met him and said, where are you going? What are you up to? He said, I'm going to the market. He said, whom do you spend time with? إِلَى مَا تَخْتَلِفْ. Whom do you hang around with? He said, in the market. He said, I don't mean that. I said, as far as seeking knowledge. Seeking knowledge? That did not really cross his mind, and he was very intelligent. So this one single word brought to the mind of Abu Hanifa, may Allah have mercy on him, the awareness of the importance of seeking knowledge. Guess what? Imam Abu Hanifa has become much greater and more famous than Al-Sha'bi, the one who inspired him. So enjoying one another to what's right, and enjoying one another to patience, and of course dua, the power of dua, which is neglected. Many people think we've been praying, there is no response. No, pray more and more and more. Allah loves to hear from us. Allah loves to know that we are in need for Him. مَنْ لَمْ يَسْأَلِ اللَّهِ يَغْضَبْ عَلَيْهِ. And I seize this opportunity and I raise my hands and I ask Allah the Almighty to bring victory to this ummah and bring iman back to our homes, to our houses, to our hearts, and save our children, our youth, our wives, our brothers and sisters, to give victory to this ummah, to free the captives, and to make us better believers. Allahumma ameen.
Jazakallah.